Alright, so just going to show you this little mod and have a little wander. It's a Wildwood Cemetery, this mod. It's called Ruined Mausoleum, I believe. Ruined Mausoleum by Shevsky55555. That's 5 5s. Mr. Shevsky have to his name. Yeah, so when you first get here, lots of feral ghouls around. Yeah, but you should know how to deal with them. Just kill them! Kill them good. Kill the living, killing heck out of them. Which is what I'm doing here with my exploding bullet gun. Yes. Where are you? There you are. Now you are all dead. Dead in double quick time. That is the beauty of exploding bullets. Bad for your enemies, but also can be bad for your friends as well. Make sure you don't accidentally shoot near one of your settlers or companions, because they don't like it. Or even yourself. I've nearly killed myself by accidentally shooting something like a bit of cover that I was hiding behind. I think I actually caught it with my bullets a few times, and it's nearly blown me up, or definitely done me some damage anyway. Oh well, such is life, eh? Anyway, so there's I'm obviously just wandering around looting these things I've killed, but there is a mausoleum here. If you come here, you do find there's one that's always here that's got a raider in it. It looks like they're praying, mourning the loss of a loved one. Maybe it's maybe they buried their own family there, or so. Oh, a raider friend. So here you come in here. It's quite look. He's down on his knees, obviously. You know, in mourning or in some kind of worshipful stance, and you just blow the crap out of him. But oh well, he's a raider anyway. He's got no redeeming features and no legs either. Poor bird. But he was obviously like mourning the loss of someone there, and yeah, I've just interrupted him, blown his legs off as you do. Yeah, I've turned the radio off as well. So yeah, I'm going to hear Travis Lonely Miles blathering away in the background when you can listen to me blathering away in the background instead. Yeah, a good place to come if you want some ceramics, because there's normally quite a lot of flower plant vases here. Right, now this is it. I've finally worked out where it is. It doesn't actually show you on the map when you first come. You've got to look around at all of them until you find it. It's quite a lot of waiting actually, because there's a room mausoleum, but you've got the cut screen. I've clipped it down a lot, obviously, because I've been about 5 minutes. No, not as long as that. Be a long wait otherwise. Yes, you've got to go through there, and you've got about a minute or something before it loads up. And then there's not much in here to actually look at. And then there's another one that takes you down, so it's quite annoying. Possibly they could be this could be turned into some stairs rather than another cutscene. That would be a possible critique, is what I could think. Right, now this is quite creepy. Look at that. That's this. It's like, oh, that should not be doing that. Something tells me that should not be doing that. But look how fresh it looks. I'm thinking like this is obviously down here for a look. I mean, looking at the story you find later on, this should be rotted. This stag should be rotten. So maybe it's full of like red roaches that are making it twitch like that. Maybe it's got stuffed with red roaches. Right, here we go. A feral ghoul. Charred feral ghoul. How did they become charred? It's like they've been burnt or something to become charred. Anyway, so this is like use a little only bit of story you have in here. There's an old diary. I can read it. I used to be a raider. It was good work for a while. It didn't take long, however, for me to see that it was not the type of work I was suited for. Too much blood, too much death. I then had a stroke of luck finding this place. It was perfect. Oh, I couldn't read the whole of it. I was too slow. Yeah, basically he's come down here and he's got overcome by the radiation. But how did he come down here when there was a ghoul already down here? Was that ghoul already there, or did he come down with somebody else and one of them died, overcome it, and everyone actually turned into a ghoul? I'm not too sure. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. But that stag, look, he's turned to bone. He's turned to skeleton. The other guy's become a ghoul. And that stag was still remarkably fresh looking. Unless I suppose somebody else might have come down here for a while. Perhaps a non-feral ghoul. Perhaps a non-feral ghoul was using it as their base for a while. They caught a stag, dragged it down here. The feral ghoul down here obviously didn't attack him or her. Yeah, that's my theory. Not that he needs a theory. So this is just a little base down here that you could you could possibly use as a little hideout if you wanted to. Mind, there's too much radiation here to actually want to use it as a hideout, which is a shame. Looking at the comments on the actual mod on the Bethesda site, someone said it would be cool if they made it into a little base. It would be cool. You could get rid of the radioactive barrels and then use it as like a little hideout. And definitely get rid of this radstag because that's just creepy, twitching away like that. Anyway, yeah. So good little place to find us. Another little thing to discover, but not a great deal of playing time in it. Apparently, there's some issues with the chemistry station as well. If you was to come here wanting to craft a bit, but as a creation, I suppose it's quite good. It looks believable. This little underground bunker. Yes. Anyway, yep. And obviously, let's pick whatever bits up I need. Anything that might come in handy, and then get the heck out of here. Yeah. So there's only a little, tiny little playthrough, really. Not a great deal of playing content in there. But spend more time actually going through in and out through the cutscenes to get into the mausoleum than you do actually in the mausoleum actually. Yeah. So anyway, let's have a little wander. Let's have a little wander around. See if I can find some more things to kill. Should have probably put me light on actually. It's a bit dark. I find the helmet torch though is quite weak, isn't it? It's you think it'd have a more powerful beam, or an upgrade even to get a more powerful beam. That would be quite a good mod. Oh yeah, and this I've come into this downed plane. I think it's the first time I've come to it from this direction. And I got in and I was like, wow, I don't remember seeing this before. This looks from here it looks like it's a whole plane, doesn't it? And I was like, I don't remember this. But it's just I was coming at it from a different direction to what I'd normally come to it from. There's the old, over there in the distance, that's where all the robots hang out. That robot world place, I can't remember what it's called. Galleria, Robco Galleria is it called? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, so I've just done a little wander around here and I hear some shenanigans going on, some battling. The Brotherhood of Steel engaged in a firefight with a super mutant, I believe. I'm assuming it was a number of super mutants, but I only actually got to see the one. Yeah, this is what I'm checking out the map. Yeah, Skylines Flight 101 or whatever it was, I didn't quite catch it. But I was like, oh, is this where I am? Alright. I was sleeping, I discovered a new plane for a second. There you go. What the heck's going on? This one is quite interesting. Help me, I'm blind! I've never heard one say that before. Help me, I'm blind! That's bad. That's not at all good, is it? I couldn't quite work out where the fight was coming from. There's all I could see is flashing of gunfire. I couldn't quite work out where the actual battle was taking place. Right, so he's obviously on my side. So where's the enemy? There you go. That's one dead enemy. One enemy dispatched. Now I'll put my light on, I think. Any second now. Oh, I know. What do I put my light on? Oh, yeah. That's better, isn't it? Yes, now I can see. Never mind. Yeah, I think someone should make a mod where it's a more powerful beam.
You've done a heck of a job, Sentinel. Ad Victoria.
It just seems to be underpowered to me. Or perhaps, what would be quite nice actually would be a helmet torch with a variable beam, so you can have a high beam when you want to, you know, really brighten things up a lot, and then you can have a lower beam when you want to get a bit of sneaking, but just a little bit of ambient light, just to give you a little idea of what's real close to you. That would be an interesting idea for a mod. Yeah, I'm full of ideas for mods. Couldn't make one to save my life, but yeah, I'll quite happily come up with ideas for other people to use if they want to. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's plenty of people who have similar ideas. Anyway. Quite a few actual mod reviews I should be getting on with actually. Not of the settlements I've downloaded. I need to finish building them up and then sort of make a video about them. I will get on with that eventually, someday, soon, I hope. So where am I off to now? Where am I going now? Oh yes, I remember. I'm going towards the robot Galleria. I find myself, yeah, my luck. Oh yeah, quite excited because I was like, oh, this. I found a new thing that I hadn't discovered yet. It's just like it wasn't on my map. I've been here in my Xbox One playthrough, but apparently on the PS4 playthrough, I hadn't actually got to this point yet. Because any second now, it just tells me I found Dark Hollow Pond. And yes, so this is Dark Hollow Pond. Not an awful lot to see. But later on, in a couple of minutes, I remember there's a little raider outpost here. So I go and kill some raiders! Because that's what you do with raiders. You kill them. I still think someone should come up with a mod where all areas are unlocked. So, you know, it shows you where everything is on the map so that you can check out any bits that you've missed in the many hours of wandering that you happen to have done so far. It wouldn't surprise me there's a few like little patches that are on the map that I might not have actually got to yet. You know, possibly. Does anyone know how many locations there are? Discoverable locations. There we go. I see me a raider. Now is he out fishing or is he just enjoying the quiet of the lake? And yeah, let's go old school. Grognak's axe. Don't waste any bullets on these guys. Just chop them down to size. With my axe of Grognak. That's almost a poem. Some Commonwealth poetry for you there. Yep, this general is gonna chop up some raiders. Not just a general, I'm also a sentinel of the Brotherhood of Steel. And I've got raider chopping on my mind. Hello, Mr. Raider. I'd like to speak to you about the Church of Grognak! Yes! Feast upon my axe. You seem to have a leg missing. Oh dear. And I know he's got company. Yeah, let's go on a little fly over here. Fly over here and give him the benefit of my axe. Boom. Splat. And another splat. And one more splat for good luck. Another dead raider. This is how I roll. Dead raiders everywhere. Anyway, cheers for watching. I'll be doing more videos soon. If you can be bothered to watch them. I wouldn't bother, really.